welcome back for another race. This time we are in Zandvoort. I am not that good at this track. It was my, I guess it's my second race. This is quali actually. Yeah, let's get to my quali lap. Down the main straight now. Into the braking zone. Right next to the curb all the way. Back onto the throttle. Slightly braking for this turn. Then to the bank turn here, I hug the inside line and get on the throttle halfway through the turn, and then straight to the long straight here. Turn 7 here, I went a bit wide, not that bad, but a slight bit here. Turn 8, slightly on the brakes, then back on the gas. We go down to the 9th turn here. A bit more maybe braking than into turn 8, but not much. Hugging the inside line. Full speed again. Down the 3rd straight here. Down to turn 11 and 12. Pretty tight section, I usually get that wrong. And now back onto the gas. Down to the large banking. Or the large bank turn, and then full throttle now. Back onto the main straight. Over the line, we were P5. Only ended up doing 1 quali lap, so that's all you're gonna get. Yeah, let's get into the race now. The Ferrari there. Starting in double file. Don't worry, that Porsche is just doing what they're doing. They gotta drive through for passing the whole grid. Slowly to the line, and we're off. I got a okay start, but couldn't really pass. I tried on a pass on the Ferrari there in front of me, but I couldn't. Went a bit wide and bumped into another car, but I don't think it really did much to either of us. He went a bit wide because of that, but fine. Now here I couldn't go full speed. The Ferrari braked a bit too much in front of me. On the throttle now to the long straight here. He got about as good of an exit as I did, so there really wasn't any opportunities here to pass. My car's still a bit slidey since I had so low tire pressure to start off with. Now into turn 9. Hugging that curb all the way. '11 and 12. Actually managed to get them right this time. I'm gaining on the Ferrari a bit. Now to the first straight again. Or the main straight, I should say. That's our first lap done. Only about 13, 14 left. Hugging that wall, the Porsche off the road, although the Porsche did have a drive-through. Actually, it was a stop and go if I don't remember incorrectly. The first bank turn went well. Now onto the straights. Following and blurring that Ferrari back wing. Went a bit wide, so I lost a bit of speed there. Almost touched the grass, but I managed to turn myself off the trajectory, and there we go. Another McLaren went wide. Now do I get a temp? Yeah, the McLaren spun a bit, and I went straight past. That is now up to P4, if I'm not incorrect. Actually, no, it would have been P3. No, P4. No, P3. Okay, I honestly don't know. I believe I was at P3 at this point. Now we're just still studying that back wing of the Ferrari ahead here. Indeed, we are in P3. Now down the main straight, into the braking zone. Hugging the curb there. I've dropped off in a bit from the Ferrari. Went a bit wide there as well. Had a really bad entry, so my exit was equally as bad. Down the straight. Into turn 7. Almost touched the grass there again. Turn 8. Braking a bit. Back onto the gas. Turn 9, we hug again on the... okay, I managed to screw that up a bit, but still didn't lose too much time, so we're fine. Mostly battling the guy behind now still. If I make a mistake, it's gonna be bad. Now in the turn 12, I messed that up a bit. Went over the curb. Went a bit wide because of that. Went onto the sand, which doesn't do me any favors, so I lost probably about a tenth there. Down the main straight again. And that is lap 2 done. In the braking zone. Actually lap 3. Or something like that. Full throttle. Managed to bump over that first bump there and went off, crashing into the wall. And we're back, rejoining safely. But I did lose probably about a second, and my tires are now dirty. I can't do much. Now we're on to the next lap. Nothing eventful happened. Are a bit slidey now. Probably due to the dirt I picked up. Bank turn. Went well, hugged the inside pretty well. A bit wide on the exit there, but that shouldn't lose me too much time. Over the bump a bit aggressively, but didn't give me any damage, so we're fine. Wide to the turn 6, I believe. Turn 7, we're sliding a bit. Now we go just almost touch the grass, not quite actually. Turn 8. We're still a bit wide, maybe on the line, but turn 9, we already regained the racing line pretty good. We're not that wide anymore as I was there. Into turn 11 and 12. I missed the whole turn 11 part, but I did manage to get back onto the line there. I really did late brake there to turn 11. Now down to the main straight again. Full throttle all the way. into the braking zone. Hugging that curb once again. I know, it's weird. I do it every lap. Because that's kind of my racing line. They're touching the curb a bit too much. These two curbs here and this curb do kind of lose you time. So you shouldn't touch them, but you should be close to them. Lost a bit of time there to the guy in front. Into turn 7. Didn't go wide this time. Turn 8. Same deal, didn't go too wide. Turn 9 seems to be going well. Or turn 10, which is it? I can't remember. Okay, here's turn 11 and 12, so that was 10. I did go on 12 pretty good. Didn't lose time there. I'm slightly probably gaining now to the guy ahead. Although he's definitely out of view distance at this point. For the most part. Now into the straight, and there he is. Over in the distance. Ahead of them is, I think it was P18. First turn, hugging that curb again. Going a bit wide. Didn't do any favors to me to do that, but drifting a bit. Oh, just touching there and going off again. This like turn is really hard to manage every single time. Do correctly, because I usually go a bit too aggressive on the first and then hit the curb and bounce over. Now nothing else happened. I went past P18 there at the end of the lap. Now we only have about 2 seconds. Well, we had 4 seconds, but the guy went a bit off on the first turn. My car is sliding a bit all over the place. Hugging that turn tightly. We are gaining currently towards the blue Ferrari. We're on lap 7 already, so about a bit over half in the race, I think. Actually, exactly half in the race, I believe. Halfway through. Into 10, I believe there. That was turn 10, I believe. Down to turn 11 and 12. One a bit wide on 11. 12 I did pretty good. Definitely gaining towards the Ferrari now. We're already about closing into a second faster this lap. So we're really next to them already. Let's see, can I keep up the pace? Down the main straight. Hugging that curb once again, like I always do. Now into the tricky bit that I don't like. Ran a wide. The guy ahead just crashed, and I didn't have time to brake there enough. Or I could have just bounced myself over the curb, but inside 2020, and I did not do that. And I just tried to brake, and I didn't have time. That is P2, secured from the blue Ferrari. That was really unfortunate. I would have loved to have a good race with him, but he messed up on the curb, like I had done a few times, and there's not really much to do after that point. You're kind of just destroyed there. You just destroy your car and then can't really move. Now towards turn 11 and 12, once again. almost perfectly through 11 and 12. And a long straight here and bank turn. Into the braking point. Braking zone, I should say. Hugging the wall, hugging that curb once again. For the first time in about 4 laps, I actually managed to do the first bank turn quite well and didn't crash instantly, which is surprising, to say the least. Towards turn 11 and 12. Can I finally get them correct again? In the braking zone, I went a bit over, too much over the first curb and also the second curb, so I failed 11 and 12 a bit, but wasn't the worst. I'm gonna leave you off for a few laps here, and you can just enjoy the nice car sounds and racing. Passing that Lambo in P16, I believe that was. It was. A bit wide again. I seem to never get that correctly there. Those turns are just pain for me to drive. But I hope I learn them someday at least with these GT cars. It's very unforgiving when you touch the curbs there. Porsche went off the track. I'm lucky that they didn't rejoin and just ruin my race by crashing into me. I'm currently being chased by P3 there. The other McLaren right behind me. About 3 seconds behind, so one mistake will let them pass. Into the braking zone here, hugging the curb like I always do. A bit too fast into the corner, I think, since I had to tap on the gas so much. Didn't go wide this time. Hugging the inside there on the exit and back onto the throttle. Guy behind has not gained much, so that is a good sign. Guy behind losing 1/10 there in the second sector. Down to turn 11 and 12. Went a bit too much over the curb there. Full throttle down the straight there. Slightly tapping on the brakes, I went a bit wide. But that is all good. Didn't get any track limit warnings or anything. Back to the first straight there, and we're now done. That was the last lap. P2. A very good race from the guy behind, honestly. I don't know where they started. Actually, no, they started right ahead of me. I went past them in the first turn there. So that's the guy I tapped a bit, but a very good race from them, nonetheless, catching up to me almost there. You can check out another video by me on the right, or a video that YouTube recommends you on the left. Remember to subscribe, and if you didn't notice, there is a game key hidden inside this video. It's gonna be redeemable on Steam. The first person who gets it, gets it. So rewatch the video if you didn't see it yet, and thank you for watching.